So we started the next topic, forfeiture of shares, and we finished the problems related to the at par value. And now today we are going to see some of the problems relating to the forfeiture of shares which are issued at premium. So if the premium was paid by the shareholder, what is the journal entry? And if the premium was not paid by the shareholder, what is the journal entry? We already studied this journal entry. So now we are going to see some of the problems. Okay. So see the sum. So in this sum, ABC Limited issued 10,000 at 10 rupees. At 2 rupees is the premium, which is included in the allotment. Allotment 3 rupees, rupees 5 allotment including premium. So 3 rupees is the allotment, 2 rupees is the premium. So totally we have to get 12. 10 plus 2 equal to 12. Am I right? So 3 plus 5 8. So the balance 4 rupees is the first and final call. Okay. So in this sum, all the shares were subscribed by the public and allotted by the company, and all the money due was received, but one of the shareholder who is holding 1,000 shares did not pay the allotment only. So not the call money. He paid the call, but he didn't pay only the allotment, and his shares were forfeited after the allotment. Okay. So they asked to give the journal entries. What is the first journal entry? Application money received. That is 10,000 into how many shares are received by the company? That is 10,000. 10,000 into 3. That is 30,000. Next, it should be transferred to the share capital. Third entry is the allotment due entry. So in this sum, we are having the premium. So we have to credit the security premium to share capital 10,000 into 3 and premium 10,000 into 2. Okay. Next we have to find the amount which is received at the time of share allotment. I'm right. So see here, one of the shareholder, he didn't pay the allotment money. So actual amount due is 50,000. I'm right. 50,000. And the shareholder who is holding 1,000 shares did not pay the allotment. What is the allotment money? 5. So into 5. That is 5,000, which is not paid by that shareholder. So we have to subtract that 5,000. So 50,000 minus 5,000 is 45,000 is received from the at the time of allotment. Okay. And next, so in this sum, the shareholder who is holding 1,000 shares did not pay the allotment, and this 1,000 shares are forfeited after the allotment itself. So we have to make the journal entry after the allotment. Okay. See the journal entry. So in this sum, so allotment money is not paid by that shareholder. Am I right? So the premium is also included in that allotment. So we have to, what is the journal entry? We studied when the premium was not paid, because the premium amount is included in the allotment. I'm right. So the shareholder did not pay the allotment money of rupees 3 and not pay the premium amount of rupees 2. Okay. So journal entry is share capital account debtor, securities premium to be debited, and we have to credit the amount that is unpaid. That is share allotment amount is not paid for 1,000 shares, and we have to credit the share forfeiture account, that is in 1,000 shares how much amount is received by the company. Okay. So in share allotment for 1,000 shares, what is the amount of the allotment? 5. So 1,000 into 5, 5,000. So the company received only the application money, that is the amount credited to the share forfeiture account. This 1,000 into 3, 3,000. And securities premium 1,000 into 2. 2 is the premium amount, no? So 2,000. So the balance is 6,000 is to be debited to the share capital account. Okay, and next one is the first and final call due entry. So there is no changes at all. Okay, that is 10,000 into 40. What is that? That is total amount is 12, 3 plus 8, 3 plus 5, 8, and balance is 4. In this, total is 10,000 shares. Okay, in 10,000 shares, one of the shareholder holding 1,000 shares did not pay the allotment. So this 1,000 shares are forfeited. That is, what is the meaning of the forfeited? The company cancel this 1,000 shares. Okay, so when we are writing the first and final call due entry, we have to subtract the shares which are forfeited by the company. So 1,000 shares are cancelled by the company. So what is the remaining? For the 9,000 shares only, they will make the payment for the first and final call from the shareholders. Okay, that is 9,000 into 4. That is 36,000. So the same amount is received from the shareholder on the first and final call. Okay. So next we are going to see the illustration 7th sum. So see the sum. VK Limited Company issued the public subscription 20,000 shares of rupees 10 at the premium of rupees 2. So totally 12. So on application to allotment 5 including premium. So allotment 3 and premium 2. First call rupees 2 and second call rupees 3 per share. Applications were received for 30,000 shares, but they issued only 20,000. But they received 30,000. So there is excess of 10,000. Okay, an allotment was made on the pro rata allotment to the applicants for 24,000. So simple logic, without giving directly, we are given indirectly. So we have to know how to calculate the shares which is made on the pro rata allotment. So 20,000 shares are issued but received 30,000. So the excess is 10,000. Okay, so in this 10,000, how many shares are for the pro rata and how many shares are rejected? We have to find that. So in order to find that, there is 20,000 shares are issued and pro rata allotment is for 24,000. Okay, so what is the pro rata? That is 4,000. So in excess 10,000, 4,000 is for the pro rata allotment and the remaining applicants were refused, that is rejected. So rejected is 6,000. Okay, so first we have to find the pro rata, how many shares for the pro rata allotment and how many shares are rejected. So in this way we have to find the pro rata allotment and that is rejected shares. Okay, money overpaid on applications were utilized towards the sum due on the allotment. So the excess application money to be used on the allotment. B, to whom 1,000 shares were allotted, failed to pay the 2 calls. He failed to pay the 2 calls. Okay, but he paid the allotment. These shares were forfeited after the second call was made. Give the necessary journal entries. Okay, so first, what is the first entry? Application money received. How many applications are received? 30,000. So 30,000 into application money 2, that is 60,000. Okay, next we have to transfer the application amount to the share capital, and in this there is a excess of application money. That amount is to be adjusted on the allotment, that is the pro rata. And after adjusting some of the excess money on allotment, they are rejecting the 6,000 shares. That is, they have to refund the amount for 6,000 shares. Okay, so to the share capital, we have to consider the number of shares issued by the company. That is 20,000 into application money 2. That is 40,000. And how many shares are for the pro rata? That is 4,000. So 4,000 into 8,000. How many shares are rejected? That is 6,000. 6,000 into 12,000. So in share application, the amount which is credited is to be debited, that is 60,000. Okay, next, allotment due entry. So in allotment due entry, in allotment there is a premium, so we have to credit the securities premium account with the premium amount. Okay, so we have to consider the number of shares issued, that is 20,000. 20,000 into 3 to the share capital and 20,000 into 2 to the premium amount. Okay, next entry is allotment money received entry. So what is the actual due amount? That is 1 lakh. In this 1 lakh, they are utilizing the excess application money on the allotment, that is 8,000. Already adjusted 8,000 in the allotment. So now when they are receiving the allotment money, they have to subtract that 8,000. So the remaining 92,000 is to be received at the time of allotment. Okay, next, come to the first call. Where is the first call? First call is the rupees 2, and the shareholder holding 1,000 shares failed to pay the 2 calls. So the shareholder did not pay the first call as well as the second call. So first you have to write the due entry. With how many shares? That is, number of shares is 20,000 into, what is the amount for the first call? 2, that is 40,000. Next, what is the amount received? So in this 1,000 shares, for the 1,000 shares he did not pay the first call. So 1,000 into 2,000 is to be subtracted from 40,000. That is 40,000 minus 2,000, 38,000 is received at the time of first call. Next entry is the second and final call due entry. That is 20,000 into, what is the second call money? See the sum, rupees 3. That is 60,000. So in this second call and second and final call also, the shareholder did not pay the money on the 1,000 shares. So 1,000 into 3, 3,000 is to be subtracted from 60,000, and the remaining 57,000 only received by the company at the time of second and final call. And next, so this 1,000 shares are forfeited by the company after the second and final call is made. So in the sum, allotment is made. Okay, so the first and final call only, there is the default, there is a false in arrear which is not paid by the shareholder for the 1,000 shares. Okay, so we have to credit the first call, second and final call, and share forfeiture account, and we have debit the share capital account. First call, that is unpaid amount is to be credited, and in the share forfeiture account, amount which is received for that 1,000 shares is to be credited. So 1,000 into 2 in the first call, 1,000 into 3 for the second and final call, and how much amount is received? So the company received the allotment as well as the application. Okay, so the company received how much amount he will receive. So at the time of calculating the amount, we have to consider only the, that is application 2 rupees. In allotment only we have to consider the face value of the share for the allotment, that is 3 rupees. Okay, so 2 rupees for the application and 3 rupees on the allotment. So totally 5 rupees. So 1,000 into 5, 5,000. So here totally 1000 into 10. Okay. Next, see the next sum. KK Limited issued public subscription for 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12 rupees. Application 2 rupee. Allotment 5 including premium. So premium is 2, allotment is 3. First call rupees 2, final call 3. Applications were received for 60,000 shares. So 40,000 issued but received is 60,000. So the excess is 20,000. Excess of application received is 20,000. So it is the oversubscription and definitely there is the pro rata allotment. Okay. So here see here pro rata allotment was made to the applicant for 48,000 shares. So 40,000 issued. In this 48,000, so excess of 8,000 is for the pro rata allotment. So in this 20,000 excess application, 8,000 in order to calculate the pro rata allotment. So this hint is given in this sum. Keep in your mind. This is the hint to calculate the pro rata allotment and number of shares rejected. How to calculate? First you have to calculate the excess application money received by the company. How to calculate? By seeing the number of shares issued and number of applications received from the shareholder. So the difference is 20,000. And next we have to see pro rata allotment was made to the applicants for 48,000. So 8,000 is the pro rata allotment. And in this 20,000, 8,000 is pro rata allotment. The balance 12,000 is rejected and refunded to the shareholder. Okay. Money overpaid on application or applied towards the sum due on allotment. A, to whom 1,600 shares were allotted, failed to pay the allotment and call money. So A is a shareholder holding 1,600 shares, not paid the allotment and calls money. So he didn't pay allotment, first call and final call. And B is the shareholder to whom the 2,000 shares were allotted, failed to pay the 2 calls. So B, the shareholder, allotted 2,000 shares, did not pay the first and final call. The shares of A and B, that is A share is also forfeited and B share also forfeited after the second call was made. Okay, so they asked to give the journal entries. So before starting the sum, first we have to see the working notes. See the sum. So there is a two type of shareholder, A and B. I'm right. So in these two types, we have to make the working notes only for the A, because he is the shareholder, did not pay the allotment, and the call money. Okay. So another shareholder did not pay the 2 calls only, but A is the shareholder who is allotted with 1,600. He did not pay the allotment and call money. So there is no need to do the working notes for the shareholder B, because he did not pay only the call money. So we have to make the working notes for the shareholder A. So in the sum, the allotted shares are given for the shareholder A, that is 1,600. So we have to find the applied shares. Okay, by using the formula, first we have to find the number of shares applied by the A. How to calculate the number of shares applied by A? That is number of applications received minus rejected minus full allotment made divided by number of shares issued by the company minus full allotment into number of shares allotted to the shareholder A. So in this sum, number of shares applications received is 60,000. In this rejected is 12,000. In there is no such full allotment. So we are putting nil. Divided by number of shares issued by the company is 40,000 minus full allotment nil into number of shares allotted is in the sum 1,600. So after calculating, we are getting 1,920 is the number of shares applied by A. Okay, so first we have to find that. Next one is we have to find the application. So 1,920 into 2, this is the application money. So for 1,920, the company received 3,840, but actual amount to be received by the company is, that is 3,200. How to calculate? That is number of shares allotted. Only for the shares allotted, the company will receive the application money, but they received 3,840. So that is some of the excess amount with the company, that is 640. The next one, what is the allotment amount for the 1,600 shares which is allotted by the company? Okay, 5 rupees is the allotment money including premium. That is 3 rupees for allotment plus 2 rupees is the premium. So totally 5 rupees. 8,000. So in this 8,000, there is excess money with the company for the 1,600 shares, that is 640. That money is to be adjusted, and the balance 7,360 is not paid by the shareholder A. What is the fourth step? What is the allotment money due? That is, how many shares are issued? 40,000 into allotment money is 5, that is 2 lakhs. In this, which is already received, we have to see the sum. What is the amount already received? So in this, how much shares are coming under the pro rata allotment? That is 8,000. Okay, that is 8,000. That is 40,000. In this 48,000 is the pro rata allotment. So 8,000 is the pro rata allotment. Okay. So in this 8,000 into 2 rupees. 2 rupees is the application money, 16,000. This 16,000 is adjusted for the allotment. That is called as the pro rata allotment. Okay, so there is excess of 20,000 shares. In this 20,000, 8,000 shares, that is 8,000 application money. 8,000, for 8,000 application, they will receive the application money. I am right. That is 2. We have to, application money is 2. So for the excess of 8,000, they will receive the application money 16,000 from the shareholder. So this excess amount they are utilizing for the allotment. So at the time of receiving the allotment money, they already adjusted the 16,000 with the application money which is already received. So we are subtracting the 16,000 and the balance is 1,84,000. In this 1,84,000, A is the shareholder, did not pay 7,360. So the balance 1,76,640 is received by the company at the time of allotment. Okay, so come to the journal entry. What is the first entry? That is application money received. How many shares are received? 60,000 into 2. 2 rupees is the application money. I am right? Okay. Come to the next entry. So here there is the pro rata allotment. Okay. So we have to credit the share capital with the number of shares issued, that is 40,000 into 2, and how many shares are for the pro rata allotment? I already explained, that is 8,000. So 8,000 into 2, 16,000 is the amount which is adjusted on the allotment. And the remaining, what is the remaining? 12,000 shares is the remaining. So 12,000 into 2 rupees is the application money is rejected. So we are crediting the 2 bank account. Okay, so totally 1,20,000. Next, allotment money due entry. The same, 40,000. We have to consider the number of shares issued is 40,000 into 3 allotment, 2 for the premium. Next, we have to see the allotment money received entry. That is bank on data to allotment account. Where we have to see the working notes and we have to write the amount. Okay, the next one is first call due entry, 40,000 into 2 rupees. 2 rupees is the first call amount. And when we are receiving the first call amount, the 2 shareholder, A is the shareholder, so allotment is over. Okay, A is the shareholder, he didn't pay the allotment and the call money. Allotment adjustment is over. Calls money, so A is the shareholder, did not pay the first and final call also. Okay, and another holder, B is the holder, did not fail to pay the 2 calls. So he didn't pay first and final call also. Okay, so see here, so for 1,600 into 2 first call money, that is 3,200. So another shareholder B, 2,000 shares holding, he also did pay the final call and first call. So 2,000 into 2, that is 4,000. So we have to add this 2 amount, 3,200 plus 4,000. So totally 7,200 is not received from the shareholder A and B at the time of making the first call. What is the actual amount due? 80,000. So this 7,200 is to be subtracted from 80,000 and the balance 7,800 is received at the time of first call. Okay. Next, come to the second and final call, the due entry. 40,000 into 3 rupees is for the second and final call. So 1,20,000. So when we are receiving the second and final call, the same procedure. That is 1,600. That is the A. A is the shareholder holding 1,600, not pay the second call and final call also. So 1,600 into 3 plus 2,000 into 3. That is the B shareholder holding 2,000 shares, also not paid the final call. So 2,000 into 3, 6,000. We have to add the 1,600 into 3. That is 4,800. So totally 6,000 plus 4,800, 10,800. So this 10,800 is to be subtracted from the 1,20,000. The balance is to be right in the second call received entry. Okay. Next, see. So after this 2 shareholder did not pay the allotment and first and final call, and these shares are forfeited after the second call was made. So the forfeiture entry, first we are writing the forfeiture entry for the 1,600 shares, because it will confuse. If you are writing in the same entry, definitely it will make you to confuse to calculate the amount. Okay, so first we are writing the journal entry for 1,600 shares. So for the 1,600 shares, we are writing the entry for the forfeiture entry. Okay, so the A is the shareholder not pay the allotment and calls money. First call, allotment, first call and second call. Okay, so in allotment it includes the premium. So he didn't pay the allotment money as well as the premium money. Okay, so we are debiting the securities premium with 2 rupees. 2 rupees is a premium, no? So 10 rupees is the face value. Okay, that is 1600 into 10 and 1600 into 2. Now we are writing the journal entry only for the 1600 shares. A is a shareholder, not pay the allotment on first call and second call, no. So we are writing the journal entry for the forfeiture. The company cancel this 1600 and forfeited. So only we are writing this journal entry. Okay, and what are the account to be credited? That is, to share allotment account is to be credited with the unpaid amount, where we have to see the unpaid amount is, what is the amount? That is 7360. Okay, next, first call amount, where we have to see, that is the unpaid amount. We already calculated at the time of receiving the first call money, that is, but we are considering only the 1600 shares. I am right. So we have to take only 3200 amount which is unpaid for 1600, that is 3200. Okay, and second and final call, the same 1600 into 3. First call 1600 into 2. Allotment money, we have to see the working note. And what is the amount for the which is received for 1600? What is the amount which is received? Because this 1600 shares, for the 1600, the shareholder A not paid the allotment, first call, second and final call. So he paid only the application money. I'm right. So for 1600 is the allotted shares. But how many shares he applied? That is, we calculated 1920. Right. So for 1920, the company received the application money for 1600. 1600 is the allotted by the company for the shareholder A, but the company received the application from the A is 1920. So for 1920, the company will receive the application money. Okay, va? That is 3840 is the amount which is received by the company from the shareholder. We should not consider the 3200. Okay, va? We should not consider this 3200. This is the actual amount to be received, but the company received 3840 from the shareholder A. So what is the amount we have to credit with the share forfeiture account? That is 3840. What is the meaning? Because in share forfeiture account, we have to credit the amount which is received on the 1600 shares. Okay, that's all. So now come to the next, that is for the 2000 shares. So for the 2000 shares, we are writing the separate forfeiture entry. So in this, there is no need for the premium, because the shareholder holding 2000 shares did not pay the first call and second call. I'm right. So we have to credit the first call account, second and final call account, and share forfeiture account. Okay. So what is the amount which is unpaid in first call? So 2000 into 2. Second and final call, 2000 into 3. So he paid the application amount and also the allotment amount. Okay, application amount and allotment amount. So in application 2 rupees, in allotment we have to consider only the allotment money. We should not consider the premium amount. So what is the amount for the allotment? 3. What is the amount for the application which is received by the company from the shareholder? That is 2 rupees amount which is received on application, and 3 rupees on the allotment is received. So totally 5 rupees is received. These are all the unpaid amount. This is the paid amount. So 2000 into 5, 10,000. So totally 2000 into 10, that is the face value of the share, that is 20,000. Okay. So next, illustration 9, the same model. So other sums are the same model. You have to practice the sums. So practice the illustration 9, illustration 11, okay, illustration 12 with the calculations, and illustration 13, 14. Practice all the sums. This more enough for this chapter, for this topic, for feature of the shares. It's a very simple topic only. If you are thorough in the journal entries and the working notes, how to calculate the pro rata allotment, and how to calculate the rejected shares, and how to calculate the how to write the journal entry for the forfeiture, okay, and some of the working notes. Be thorough with all these working notes, and journal entry will be very easy for you. Okay, so in the next class we are going to see the reissue of the shares, forfeited shares. What is the theory, what are all the theory part and the journal? It is also very easy. It is a continuation of the sum. So after the forfeiture means cancellation. The company cancel. Next, out of that forfeited shares, they will reissue the forfeited shares to the public. It may be at par or discount or at a premium. Okay, that is the reissue of the forfeited shares. The next topic we are going to see in the next class. Okay, thank you, students.